Kings, queens, and internet cousins, hurry up and get your snacks. I have a good, crazy true crime story for you that you may have not heard of before. This one floored me for the longest. So today we'll be covering the tragic unaliving of cyclist Mo Wilson, aka Mariah Wilson. Anna Mariah Wilson was born May 18th, 1996. She was raised by a passionate league of athletes, and she was an avid cyclist, and she loved riding her bicycle. Anna had been caught in a somewhat, I guess, of a love triangle with a man named Colin Strickland and a woman named Caitlin Armstrong. Caitlin became increasingly jealous of Mariah, aka Mo. She was just hell-bent on proving that Colin and Mo had been having a relationship. So she would sit around and stalk Mo and try to figure out where she was. She would drive past her house multiple times a day, just harassing and stalking her. But Mo was none the wiser. She didn't know the girl was out there doing anything like that. Mo had actually been staying in Hyco, Texas, because she was about to compete in a big cycling competition. Just hours before her death, her and Colin had went out to the Eddy swim pool, I believe is what it was called, and also went to dinner. You can almost guess who was watching in the background like a creepy serial stalker. It was Caitlin. Around 10 p.m., Mo arrived back home, and when she did, Caitlin was already waiting for her. She took out her pew-pew and twice in the head and once in the chest. As if that wasn't tragic and sad enough, the story only gets 1,000 times crazier, you guys. I swear. It makes my jaw drop. When I found out about this story, I was just floored. However, they checked the surveillance footage and saw a black Jeep Grand Cherokee leaving or pulling up to the scene right before Mo got home. The police recognized that it was Caitlin, and they took her in on a warrant she had for stealing. In the interrogation, she was highly uncomfortable. She kept asking if she could leave. Wonder why. And I believe at one point she even got up and tried to leave. And they didn't obviously want her to. That wasn't red flag number one. Investigators asked Caitlin why was her Grand Cherokee there at the time of the unalivings, and she got angry and rolled her eyes at them. However, somehow she was released from the interrogation on a technicality. And here's where it gets real crazy. The cops did a little research and found out that Caitlin, in fact, did know Mo. She knew Mo very well, and there was some kind of seemingly a love triangle happening, but Caitlin kept denying that. Mo Wilson was unalived on May 11th, 2022, and by May 17th, 2022 is the time they started looking for Caitlin. But, unfortunately for them, Caitlin took the fuck off. Caitlin flew clear to Costa Rica and started living in some little village out there, and then guess what she did? She put an Indeed ad up that she was a yoga instructor. But before she did that, she got a fucking face transplant. Yes, I said face transplant. I know. What? So she moved to Costa Rica. She was there about 43 days before federal investigators were able to comprehend the fact that she was the one that was putting out these Indeed posts as a yoga instructor. And when they got there, they hardly recognized her because she had an entire new face. Can you imagine? What was going on up there? That's what I'd like to know. I don't want to know, but I mean, clearly there was some shit going on up there, period. On June 29th, 2022, in Santa Teresa, Costa Rica, old Caitlin Armstrong was taken into custody for the unaliving of Mo Wilson about a month or two prior. She was held on a $3.5 million bond. Well fucking deserved bond, might I add. On November 16th, 2023, Caitlin Armstrong was sentenced to 90 years in prison for the unaliving of Mo Wilson. I don't know how she's going to be able to face herself in the mirror. I love you guys. Let me know what you think about this case in the comments. If you have any more that you'd like to suggest, go ahead. I'm making a list and I'm checking it twice. I'll be back. So y'all stay nice. Sorry, that was corny, but I love you real bad. Bye.